Welcome back to another episode of Exploring Whiskeys. Again, I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin, and today we are going back
Way to the beginning.
to the absolute beginning of our channel.
Yeah.
Which we did a lot of the Buffalo Trace, including a bottom shelf Buffalo Trace distillery run, which included the Benchmark, which we just finished their whole blowout line, which was awesome. And then it also included the Old Charter, and that was not very good.
Nope.
And the Ancient Age, which was really just too sweet. All of those were 80 proof. The best part about the blowout of the Benchmark was they went all the way up to 125. This is the Ancient Age 10 star. This is a 90 proof. The other big change is it's mash bill 2. Yep. So it is not the Buffalo Trace and Benchmark. They're all mash bill 1, which is a low rye, 8 to 10-ish, somewhere's in that range. This is their high rye. They don't share. The Buffalo Trace distillery doesn't share. It's 12 to 15% rye. Still a really low rye compared to a lot of other people's whiskeys. The low rye for MGP is 21. So this is still a really low rye.
It used to be 10-year.
And yes, so going back, the 10 star is what it is now. They actually used to have an age stated 10-year. So the distillery itself, the name Ancient Age, goes all the way back to 1869, I think it says. And it does, 1869. So this has been around a long time.
It's changed hands a couple times too.
Yes, it has. And then ultimately landed in the Buffalo Trace distillery. So
well, we'll give a shout out to Mr. Paul Mink.
Oh, yeah?
He picked this up for me.
Okay.
On his travels.
Nice.
Yeah. So thanks you, Paul.
What else do we know? We know, I believe there's no. Sorry, did I?
I'm gonna take a big gulp. I know I will.
Okay. It drinks that light?
It's good.
I believe so. It's straight whiskey, and I don't believe there's an age anywhere on here. So it has to be at least 4 years old. This is a 1.75. The 750 is $15. So this is probably 20. It's something 20.
It was a complimentary bottle, so I don't know how much it was.
Oh, it was a donation from Mr. Ming.
Yeah. So I can't
because it was like $20.
Yeah.
Somewhere's in that ballpark. It is a reasonably priced bottle. A very reasonably priced bottle.
Yeah, this one is
holy caramel. Wow.
Caramels, butterscotches.
Butterscotch, that's what it is. Yes.
Cream. I mean, it's sweet.
Yeah, that is butterscotch. That's exactly what that is. That is super strong butterscotch. Like the Benchmark Full Proof. That's super butterscotch.
Yeah.
Wow, why is it so sweet?
It's such an easy drinker. As you can see. I've had a few pours.
There's a little bit of a creamy note to that. A little cherry note. But butterscotch is strong.
I get that cowtail finish.
The caramel cream.
That cream.
Wow, that is candies. That is such candies. Jeez.
For 20-ish bucks.
Yeah.
Don't let the plastic bottle fool you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, I'm trying to think. It's still too sweet. And that was our biggest beef with regular Ancient Age. Yeah. It was too sweet. Now you blended the Ancient Age with the regular Benchmark, and it ended up being like a good balance. It is too sweet. Like, I wouldn't want to drink a bunch of these. It's too sweet.
I've had a few pours, but it's been one, and I have moved on to something else.
What cocktail? I mean, you don't need to add the simple syrup, dear
No.
Lord. It is pre-sugared. Wow.
I'm sure there is a after dinner cocktail of some sort you can make with this because of the sweetness. You could just skip the slice of pie or creme brulee.
Yeah,
and
go straight to this.
This was something else.
There is the slightest oak impact at the very end. Just a little bit of a barrel note in there, but the creamy, like chewy caramel type note is super apparent. There's a little bit of a cherry cream note in there as well. That's about it. I mean, it's not.
You get that little like peppery like heat
that.
across your tongue.
Yeah, I was thinking a little. It was kind of like an oaky barrel impact, little tanniny-ish.
Right.
I mean, it's good. It's a little too sweet.
Let's see what the agua does.
I've got no guesses on this.
I'm gonna say we're gonna get a little more of the barrel note.
Okay, gonna mellow out the candiness.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad thing. It really would not be a bad thing.
The butterscotch is still there. It's not as in your face.
Yeah, but that could also just be the fact that we're getting used to it. Now I got a touch more of the ethanol on the nose too.
Yeah, that
Really gotta
butterscotch
let
is a little more muted.
Yeah, got to let that sit for a little bit or spin a little bit more. No major changes, a little bit more ethanol. That's about it.
Smooth on the front of the palate, but more rye impact on the back end. A little spicier.
There's almost like a baking spice, a cinnamon-ish note in there. Still really sweet.
Yeah.
Like nearly like Fireball, the candy,
Yeah.
not the whiskey.
Not the
Not the fake whiskey, but the candy. Like there's a spicy cinnamon note that's really sugary though. For 20-ish bucks, sure. I think it's a nice one to have on the cart. I think it's a good one, like Morgan does, where he uses 2 different whiskeys to kind of balance different notes. Like if you wanted a caramely cherry note and mix it with something with a little bit more proof and some oak or something like. I could see that working. Mm-hmm. I could definitely see that working. 90 is nice.
This one, like a 96.
Yeah, a little more proof.
98 would be awesome.
Yeah, a little more proof on this would be great.
The proof and the sweetness, they'd probably balance
Start
each other.
to balance.
They balance each other a little bit more.
Yeah, if you started to get a little bit more bite and body, that'd be nice to offset how just like candied sweet it is.
I would be curious to do this like after dinner. Have a nice like steak and baked potato, and then you want to sit down and pour this out just neat for a couple of the guys and be like, I'd be curious to see what the guesses would be, what it is. It's $20 and it's not harsh at all.
No, there's nothing harsh about it. Nothing harsh about that.
It's overly sweet.
Yeah.
But I'd be curious.
Would they think it's some kind of like a finished, like
Yeah.
some kind of a sweetened finish?
Or liqueur.
Yeah.
Because it's got, without water, that butterscotch is in your face.
Almost like the moonshines, like that kind of like a flavored whiskey of sort. Yeah.
But yeah, without the water, the nose and the palate
Had a way
very, very butterscotch heavy, very, very sweet.
big punch of it.
And then tell them that it's ancient age 10-star, and they'd be like, what?
It's a good bottle. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And it's totally, I mean, the value is there for 90 proof for 20 some odd dollars.
Do the benchmark experiment with this one.
Yeah, blend them. That'd be nice.
We'll
Is that what you mean?
We'll do the...
Or blind them?
No, but like just expand this lineup.
Oh, now I see where you're going.
Change
Start with the
the
10-star and do like an 11-star and a 12-star and a 13-star.
Change the proof and all that.
I would. Yeah, that as a single barrel or bottled and bond or a full proof.
Yep.
That would be. I'd love to try that full proof. Yeah, I would. And it's a different mash bill, so they actually can experiment and not really step on each other's toes.
Yep.
It's the same mash bill that's used for Blanton's and Elmer T. Lee and Rockhill Farms and things like that. So it should have slightly different profiles as at different proofs and different ages than the benchmark would. And I gotta assume they're not using the best barrels because that's probably going into the Blantons and the Elmer T. Lees and the, so.
No, expand that lineup. That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
To follow the same suit as the benchmark series. With that sweetness, but change the proof.
Yeah. Change the proof.
Don't
ages
go
a little
all the way
bit.
down to like 84. Just
start at the 90.
Start right here. From 90.
Now you could do a 90, like a 96, 100, 110-ish, and a 125. Oh, yeah. That'd be fun.
Maybe we should drop him a note. Again, it was a complimentary bottle from Paul. I wish obviously I've appreciated it.
Yeah.
It's a nice end of the evening. drinker?
Yeah.
Good.
Pre-made cocktail.
Pretty much, yeah.
Kind of a pre-made cocktail.
All you need is a glass.
Yeah.
So no, again, Paul, thank you for the bottle of Ancient Age. Yeah, I mean, for the price, $20-ish.
Can't beat it.
For 1.75.
Can't beat it.
The profile, no, you can't beat it.
No, you can't beat it. It's for that profile. I mean, there are other ones that are good and in that price range. You know, like a M. Williams Bottle and Bonds, and approximately very different profile though.
Correct.
So if you want something super sweet, that's one of the only ones that I know that has that kind of profile. That's super sweet, caramel, butterscotch, cherries, creaminess.
It's your dessert bourbon.
It totally is. Yeah.
It's a dessert bourbon.
It totally is.
It's not a palate cleanser. It's
No.
just dessert.
Yep.
After you drink that, if you want another one, you're probably gonna have to go
You gotta go a little higher
a
proof.
little higher
and
proof and
some oak.
yeah.
I feel like I need some oak right now.
I would imagine there's probably something we haven't come across from the Buffalo Trace that's kind of think.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll keep poking around.
Yeah.
Keep poking around.
Yeah.
And Paul travels all over the place, so
That's
he
correct.
may come up with something
We
else.
might stumble on something.
You have to drop Buffalo Trace a little nudge.
Yeah.
Hey man, do this.
Yeah. Blow that line out.
Blow that line out.
Yeah.
Why not? So, well, we hope you enjoyed the review of the Ancient Age 10 Star. Not the 10 year, but I would be curious the 10 year versus the 10 Star.
I would love to try that, but I don't know I don't even know when they discontinued the 10-year. So it's just like the
Someone's
benchmark.
got someone.
Benchmark used to be 8-year,
Yeah.
and they
I'm
still
sure
keep the 8 on there.
I am sure someone has one of these bottles that's got a lot of dust on it,
Probably.
sitting in a
That says
pantry
10-year, not star.
or something.
Yeah,
It'd be
absolutely
awesome
true.
to do a little AB.
Yep.
But, well, again, if you enjoyed the review, we encourage you to hit the like button at the bottom of the screen.
And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel and reach more people. We'd really appreciate your support.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.